Today we're going to make this delicious seafood boil with potatoes, sausage, corn, crab, and shrimp. I love me a seafood boil, and they're actually not hard to make at home. So to a large pot of boiling water, I'm adding 1 whole onion and then 2 whole lemons cut into slices. And then I'm also adding this crab boil in a bag. And this may sound silly, but my first time ever making a crab boil, I was scared to put this bag in the water because I thought the plastic was going to melt, but it doesn't. Put the whole thing in the water. And then I also added 3 tablespoons of salt to the water. And now you're going to add your potato and corn. And I leave these to boil for about 20 minutes until the potatoes are soft. Now, meanwhile, in a large pan, we're going to start to cook our sausage, and it has to be a large pan, and you'll see why in a little bit. Once the sausage is all nice and cooked, you're going to remove them from the pan and just set them to the side. And now in this same pan, we're going to make the butter sauce. So I'm adding 2 pounds of butter. Yep, that's a lot of butter. This is what a seafood boil is. Now, once the butter's all melted, it develops this foam at the top. And so I went ahead and skimmed the top just until I thought that was good enough. And then you're going to add a lot of garlic. This is like a cup of minced garlic, and you're just going to kind of like fry it in the butter until it's cooked. And then I added about 1.5 cups of broth from our boiling water, and then the juice of 1 lemon. And now for the seasonings. I'm going to show you everything I put, but I'm going to put the amounts on the screen. So I'm adding lemon pepper, onion powder, paprika, Cajun seasoning, Old Bay seasoning, and brown sugar. Now in the butter sauce, we're going to cook our shrimp. Go ahead and pour all your shrimp in, and you leave the shells on. Leave those to cook for a few minutes, and now you're going to remove all the corn and potatoes from the boiling pot, and then you're going to add in your crab legs and cook those for 4 to 5 minutes. Now that everything is done, you can go ahead and assemble. I couldn't find my really large pan, so I just went ahead and evenly distributed everything into 2 pans, but I usually use that large Thanksgiving turkey roaster, so if you have one of those, that works great. That's also why you see me spooning the shrimp now, because I want to make sure there's an even amount in each pan. And last, we have that delicious butter sauce, and now you can pour that over your seafood boil. And here it is finished, hot and ready to eat. Like I said, I love me a seafood boil. And if you're wondering earlier why I didn't add any cayenne, it's because my husband doesn't like spicy, so I just make a basic recipe, and then I make spicy sauce on the side for myself, and then I also like to serve it with a side of rice.